Eve. The name Eve comes from the word life or life-giving, and we believe that Eve was the first woman created on this earth from the rib of Adam, the first man. The Bible says that she shall be called woman because she was taken out of a man. Eve, alongside her husband Adam, both disobeyed God, and through them sin came into the world. And you can find that story about the first sin, the fall, the temptation in Genesis. Now, something which is really important and relates to Eve in the Bible is that in Genesis chapter 3 verse 15 we see the first prophecy of the cross. We see the first prophecy directed to Eve about restoration. So the first ever prophecy or glimpse of our salvation was directed to Eve. And you can find that in Genesis chapter 3 verse 15. Even though the Bible says how old Adam was when he died, we don't know how old Eve was when she died. But we do know that her and Adam had 3 sons which are named in the Bible, and they are Cain, Abel, and Seth. And just to finish off this video about Eve, I want to say just one little thing. Don't be so accustomed and so used to your familiarity with this story of Adam and Eve, the temptation, the first fall, sin entering the world, and all of that, that you miss what God is trying to tell you through it. So even though this story is probably the first Bible story we learn, we know it off by heart, us Christians, even non-Christians know this story, there is still so much that both women and men can learn about Eve and her decisions. So even though you probably know the story, I would say just sit down in silence and read those chapters to remind yourself of the true gospel and why Christ came to save us. So those are some little informations and facts about Eve, the first woman in creation.